around the UK and give you everything you need to know on the Olympics.
We are delighted to be coming to you live from Belfast this morning.
Hello!
Hiya!
Hi! It's Blue Peter's big Olympic tour, everybody. Lots of smiley faces and cheery, wavy hands. That's what we like to see. As you can see on the map, here we were last week in Caerphilly. We've now made our way north over here to the sunny part of Belfast.
Now, the torch doesn't actually arrive in Belfast until tomorrow, but we are here to get the party started. So who's up for a party? Up for it. They're definitely up for it. Coming up on today's show.
I go access all areas inside the Olympic Village and get an exclusive look at where the Olympic stars will be staying.
We've got round 2 of our Blue Peter's big Olympic challenge, and this week it's a nail-biting penalty shootout.
And hold on to your hats, we're going to be joined by pop star and huge Olympics fan, Westlife's Nicky Byrne.
Now, each week we send a team of school children out and about. Hang on, I'm trying to talk here. To follow the Olympic torch. So it's over to Dempsey from BBC News School Report, who's got the story of the flame over the last 7 days. Now you can cheer.
Céad Míle Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes. This weekend, the first stop for the Olympic torch in Northern Ireland is in my hometown, Belfast, and I have the privilege of running with the Olympic torch myself. More about Belfast shortly, but first, let's take a look at where the torch has been over the last week, Cardiff to Liverpool. Olympic fever hit Wales last Saturday, seeing Doctor Who star Matt Smith and former Blue Peter presenter Gethin Jones carrying the flame. And on Monday, Radio 1 DJ Chris Moyles was a surprise celebrity torchbearer in Aberystwyth. By Tuesday, the Olympic torch had reached the very top of Mount Snowdon. Boxing hero Amir Khan carried the torch through his hometown of Bolton on Thursday. And on Friday, the torch was greeted by thousands of people as it finished up in Liverpool. Now back to where we are today, Belfast. The Gaelic name for Belfast is Belfast. I know it like the back of my hand, so come on and show you around. We're up here at Cave Hill Country Park, which overlooks the whole of Belfast. Our next stop is right down there. This is Belfast's newest landmark, the Titanic Museum, which was built to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the ship Titanic, which was built right here in Belfast. Welcome to Victoria Square Shopping Centre. It cost a whopping $400 million to build and contains 98 shops. I hope you enjoyed this whistle-stop tour of Belfast. I am off shopping.
And we've got Dempsey with us right here in the crowd. Dempsey, that was amazing. What a lovely piece of telly. Now, you went shopping at the end. Did you buy anything nice?
Yeah, good shop around Belfast.
Check out her shoes.
Oh, look at those.
They are fabulous.
And available in the raffle at the end of the day. So, what are you looking forward to about the Olympics? Obviously, you're going to be carrying the torch. I mean, can you tell us why?
Yeah, well, I have been very successful in my ice skating. I'm a 16 times gold medalist.
You're a 16 times gold medalist?
Yeah.
You kept that quiet. So you get to carry the torch around. That's incredible. Dempsey, everybody, what a star. Connor here is responsible for the film as well. We've had a word with the BBC. They're going to hire you next week if you're available for studio and stage shows.
Okay.
Fab. Sorted. Deal's done.
Now, the Olympic torch is on its way to Belfast. It's going to be stopping off in the Isle of Man. Now, there are various ways it's been transported around the country. It is currently 20,000 feet in the air. It is on board a plane. Now, if you're wondering whether they keep it alight during the flight, I can tell you that they do. They use a special miner's lamp to make sure that that flame doesn't go out and to ensure that we'll arrive here in Belfast in one piece. So there's no need to worry, guys. Now, Sam, Jack, you told me you're pretty excited about the flame coming to Belfast. Why is that?
Because the football.
So you like the football in the Olympics? What about you, Sam? What are you looking forward to in the Olympics?
The swimming and the diving.
What about Tom Daley? Do you think he's going to do it?
Yeah.
Come on, Tom Daley. I've got to do a quick nod to Ethan. Ethan, lean forward. How many Blue Peter badges do you have?
6.
Congratulations, Ethan. Give him a round of applause. Now, I can feel the excitement in the air, not only because of the Olympic flame, but partly because our special guest has crept up on stage. Now, don't tell them who it is yet. I'm going to give you guys at home some clues. He is one member of a band that has had 14 #1 UK singles. That band has sold 44 million records worldwide. It is, of course, Nicky Byrne from Westlife.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for joining us. So good to have you here. Olympic fever is gripping the nation. What is it for you that you're looking forward to about the Olympics?
Well, I think, you know, everything that's going to go on and then is going to be pretty special. But we've got a girl in Ireland called Katie Taylor, who's a really, really good boxer. She's like world champion and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if she can bring home, you know, gold for Ireland. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, fingers crossed she can. Now, not many people probably realise, Nicky, but you used to be a footballer, didn't you? So
That's right.
you
Many moons ago.
Well, you should enjoy this next little film. We are going to be giving you an insider's guide to an Olympic sport each week. This week, it's the turn of football, and your host is none other than Team GB manager Stuart Pearce.
Hi, I'm Stuart Pearce, manager of Team GB, and here's your Blue Peter guide to Olympic football.
Football has been part of the Olympics for over 100 years. It was first played when London hosted the Games in 1908. Great Britain even won gold that year, so let's hope we can repeat it this time round. And for the first time in over 30 years, footballers from England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland will join together as Team GB to try and win the men's and women's Olympic gold medals. And these games will be played at some of the country's most prestigious football grounds. Over 500 men and women will be playing, and because of the large amount of matches, football is the only event that will start before the opening ceremony. Stuart is only allowed to choose 3 players who are over the age of 23, leaving some very famous faces nervously waiting to see if they've been selected.
The way I'll probably approach it is really look at the younger end of the squad and then the 3 overage players to fill in the places where we're possibly weak and not as strong.
Some of the world's best players have won Olympic gold medals, including Lionel Messi for Argentina in 2008 and Samuel Eto'o, who in the 2000 Olympic Games was part of the Cameroon side that won gold with a penalty shootout.
2 years away from the tournament, we practice penalties, so we feel as though we'll be pretty much prepared for a penalty shootout. I let the players run the music in the dressing room. My favourites at the moment are the vaccines. I think that's to block us managers out, the big headphones, you know, so they can't hear us so much. I don't tell the players what time to go to bed. I don't tuck them in at night, no, but I leave it to their professionalism to get themselves into bed. It should be fantastic, not just for football in itself, but for the whole country.
And that, in the truest meaning of the word, is a golden goal.
He's stolen your dance, Helen, hasn't he? That's your celebratory dance, that
My
is.
little dance, yeah.
What a mover. How
I'd
good
do
would
that.
it be to get Beckham and Giggs on the same pitch again? That would be incredible. Nicky, you've actually played at Wembley, haven't you? What was that like?
I have, yeah. In 2008, I took part in Soccer Aid, which is for UNICEF. And we play, it's kind of celebrities and ex-professionals. And it was a great night. You know, we were playing with like Figo and Di Canio and all these players. And Wembley Stadium, 80,000, crazy night.
There are not many people who can say that. Well, we want to make the most of this opportunity and test your skills. So come this way, because you have agreed to take part in a penalty shootout.
That's
now, if
right.
you go down there and go past our penalty takers.
Let's do it.
Now, our penalty taker is going to be using this, the official Olympic ball, known as Albert. Does anyone know why it's called Albert? The Albert Hall ball. It's Cockney rhyming slang. There you have it. It's very nice, and this is what our super penalty takers are going to be using to try and score a goal or pass Nicky Byrne.
Okay, brace yourself, Nicky. Guys, are you ready? Oh, Matty looks up for it. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, he's still got the
That was too
skills.
easy.
Go on, one more.
Takes a run up.
Oh, yes,
what a
that's
goal.
1 out of 2.
Now, if Nicky survives this penalty shootout, he will be performing with the boys a bit later on. If he doesn't, he'll be carried off on a stretcher by some cartoon vultures.
So if you go to his
I imagine.
concert tonight and he comes with 2 black eyes, we're really sorry about that, but it was Matty's fault. Now, if you're anywhere near Ormo Park, do come down and see us. This is a free event. You don't need a ticket, and there are all kinds of things for you to try your hand at. There's an assault course, there's a horrible histories tent, so do come down and see us. All the details are on the Blue Peter website.
Now, every week we are taking a look back into history to see what makes the Olympics so great. Did you hear that? Ooh, that was a near miss if ever I've heard
Come
one.
on!
And so this week, to look back in history, we're going to the USA.
Ooh.
God, Ed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The 1984 Olympic Games were held in Los Angeles in the USA. LA is the home of Hollywood and where some of the greatest movies of all time have been made. In fact, that year's Olympic Games read a bit like a script from a summer blockbuster. It even had a bit of scandal, and it came in the 3,000-metre women's final. American sweetheart Mary Decker was the favourite to win, and in front of her home crowd, the scene was set for American glory. But her biggest rival was South African-born Zola Budd, who now competed for Great Britain. Budd, who famously ran barefoot, was keen to take the crown away from the USA's Golden Girl. But how far was she willing to go to get it?
And the world champion, caught her there. Now this is the danger, and Decker's down.
Decker's Olympic dreams were over. And although Budd did finish the race, she was disqualified after crossing the line. But just 1 hour later, she was reinstated, as the judges no longer thought it was her fault. Decker was very angry afterwards and refused to speak to Budd about it.
Zola came to you and she tried to express her sorrow. I said, don't bother.
The fact is that despite all that videotape, the collision and the race will be argued about for decades to come.
Oh! Oh! You would be absolutely gutted, wouldn't you?
Let's be honest, she fell over, didn't she? She fell over.
We could argue this for years, and people have, and that's just one example of the emotion that goes with being an Olympic athlete. If you want to hear from Britain's gold medal athletes, then tune in to BBC Radio 5 Live every Sunday morning at 11 a.m, because Colin Murray is going to be tracking down some of our great Olympians.
That's a great cheeky photo, isn't it? Let's have a look at what's still to come on today's show. We see if Nicky can match Sir Steve Redgrave in our test of strength.
And who will hold their nerve from the penalty spot in our Olympic challenge?
I was properly denied by that post, wasn't I? Now, one of the many activities that you can do if you come down here today is the assault course right at the back of the playing field. It's called Activate, and as you know, I am a fine standing Olympian, in fine form with my bulging muscles.
Whatever.
No, I don't really need to do this because we've got an expert over there. There he is waving everybody. It's CBBC's very own Rav Wilding.
Hey guys, I'm here at our very special Olympic challenge course. Now, I haven't done anything like this since I was in the army, and it's certainly my idea of fun. You need all the skills, strength and determination of an Olympic athlete just to get through this thing. So guys, do you reckon I can do it? Yeah! Come on, let's give it a go. First of all, you need to stride across the platform, just like a triple jumper. Then we need to charge through this cargo net. Oh, it's energy sapping, just like Mr. Usain Bolt would do in that 100 metres. Now, this next section, oh, just getting snagged there. This next section's very tricky. It's sort of a springboard section, just like, whoa, just like those divers do. And I've made it. Whoa, now, this is the hardest part of the entire course for me. It's all about balance, just like those Olympic gymnasts. I don't want to fall off here. What do you reckon, guys? Oh, made it through as well. Now, this section is all about fancy footwork. Perhaps a little bit like Mr. David Beckham and our footballers do.